Well, I feel like the answer is probably yes, but did you see that, like, super eye patch wolf video about, like, transformative, like, Simpsons media?
I watched his Death of the Simpsons video.
Yeah, he made, like, a thing where it's just like, oh yeah, it's just a bunch of, like, Simpsons fan projects that just take, like, things from the show and just make their own thing with it.
Huh.
And it's just like, oh, he's just like, you know, like, there's some series where it's just like a bunch of, like, still shots of, like, backgrounds and stuff without the characters. And he's, like, talking about how, like, eerie and, like, you know, like, weird it is to look at that stuff.
Huh.
There's, like...
I admittedly haven't really been watching any of his videos.
Oh, man.
I can't remember, I think it was on the Best Friend cast, I think they were talking about My Hero Academia, and they were like, oh yeah, Eye Patch Wolf is like, he doesn't like the show because it doesn't push the genre or something stupid, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Eye Patch Wolf's opinions might not be all that great.
Sorry, yeah.
It's fine. Like, he's one of those people where it's not good enough to just be a really good version of a thing.
Like, I can at least kind of get where he's coming from, and like, you know, oh yeah, this was good, but it's not great or whatever. But like, yeah, like, I feel like it's hard to really argue that, like, you know, My Hero's not really pushing anything. Because, like, I feel like it kind of has reignited shonen a bit in a weird way.
I just think I hate the opinion. It's like if you just didn't like it, it's like, oh, it's just not a show for me, whatever. But then he's just like, it doesn't offer anything to the shonen genre, so it's not very good. And it's like, shut up,
man.
Everybody freaking, like, almost everybody freaking loves it for a reason.
Like, everybody minus, like, you know, the, like, effing, like, hipster detractors. Exactly. Who are just like, oh, it's so overrated, though.
Exactly.
Man, I can't wait until we get to, like, there's a specific arc that's, like, it's probably gonna come out, like, next season that's, like, kind of controversial because it pushes things.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
It did make... My Hero Academia did make me think about certain things, like, spoilers for the most recent... I think it's most recent episode, where, Lemillion loses his quirk. And Chisaki's like, okay, well now I can just beat him. And then Lemillion rushes in and, like, he's fighting like a martial artist and beating him into the dirt. And it's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, a smart hero would train to be able to fight without their power.
Like, he's worked so hard.
Yeah, and it's like, of course, that makes total sense.
Oh,
and
man.
He's awesome for that.
Yeah, Lemillion's the best.
Yeah. And it's not even the first time it happened. Ochako, or Uraraka, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah, she learns gunhead martial arts.
Yeah, she learns to fight, and it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a hero who has a power that, like,
that requires you to be close.
Yeah, Lemillion's power, useful, even without the training, but with the training, he's stupid effective.
Yeah, with the training, it's like, alright, no wonder he beat off, like, Class 1A in, like, half a second.
Yeah. And that,
even though, like, some of them did see his junk.
Yeah. And that's kind of a funny thing about Overhaul, where he's just like, oh yeah, I took his quirk, now I could beat him. And then he's just still getting his crap kicked in. And it's like, oh, he's actually really good.
So it's like the episode before the most recent one. I feel like the one after that does raise a couple questions too, but in, like, a different way. Because it's just like, oh, what the heck is this?
In what way? What are you talking about?
Like, are you familiar with the episode where it's like after that happens?
I'm caught up.
Okay, alright, so like it's the episode where it's like Overhaul just like fuses with one of his men.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh jeez. It's kinda nutty. Like, he does the Full Metal Alchemist Doggo fusion dance.
I mean, it's not that nutty, because after the fight, like, in most video games, like, I think Pat brings it up, talking about Resident Evil, where the bosses turn into these huge, horrible monsters, and it's like, if they beat the hero, what then? Are they stuck like this?
Like, I guess? He basically turns himself into a Nomu because he has like multiple powers now.
Well, what I'm getting at is because of what Overhaul's power is, he's not stuck like that.
Yeah,
he could disassemble himself from the other guy and restore both himself and the other guy to perfect health, and it'd be like nothing happened.
Like there's so many micro calculations he'd have to make every second to make sure that fusion works and he doesn't just die.
Yeah, but apparently he's really good at it. I think there was a scene where he blew somebody up and then put them back together immediately, right?
Apparently he's been doing that to like Eri too.
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, he like blows Raph up and like he just reforms him and Raph is just like, oh jeez, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That don't feel great.
Also, I don't think not really related to the current episode, but it is to the current arc. I don't think we talked about Fat Gum specifically, like learning the other half of his power.
Yeah,
because that's freaking sick.
It's so good. Like, I was waiting for it to happen, I forgot to bring it up.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, he's taking all these hits.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he's doing something, and then he finally Kirishima is able to buy him enough time. Fat Gum's just like, nah, it's good, I got it. And then he punches this guy super crazy hard.
I think at some point you equate him to like Shoji or something. I'm like, oh boy, you wait.
Yeah.
The best version of Shoji ever.
I was talking about characters who were fat and that was their power, and I was like, it's kind of lame. Fat Gum's cool, but that's always been kind of a lame thing. It's like they're fat and that's their whole deal. It's like, oh, Fat Gum eats that much so he can unleash explosive amounts of energy all at once.
It makes so much sense. Because, like, I was watching back, there's, like, these little, like, subtle moments where he's just like, oh yeah, there's been a long time where I've had to, like, eat a lot lately. And it's like, oh man, he's been doing it.
Yeah, so in most cases, his fat powers are good enough to deal with crimes. And it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good power. And I was like, oh, this guy's really strong. I'm gonna one-punch man this guy.
There's like a point where there's like a wall in their way. And Fat Gum's like, alright, leave it to me, I'll blow it down. And it's just like, it just goes by so fast that you don't even realize it, because they just like deal with it like super quickly anyways without him.
Yeah.
But it's like you stop at that, it's like, oh, they were setting this up.
Yeah, Fat Gum, it seems like Fat Gum probably doesn't have to expend all of his energy and lose all of his fat.
Yeah.
He can probably just store up a little bit and use it.
But that was a situation where he needed the one-shot KO.
Yeah, and it's I like the nickname I've heard for him, Fit Gum.
Yeah.
Also, this does tie into what I was talking about, because he's like, oh yeah, I took martial arts, by the way. Yeah. So when he's skinny, he can still fight. He knows how to fight.
Yeah.
So he's not defenseless, even though he maybe against a superpowered foe. But
he's basically Bob from Tekken.
Yeah. Also, when he's skinny, he looks so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about the way they draw him, and it's like, he looks super cool when he's skinny.
It's like super ripped. He's got like the big like smile and stuff.
Yeah, he's still got the crazy smile, and like his eyes are still shaded in or whatever. And it's like, oh man, he looks so cool like this.
Like his outfit's like blown away. His hair's like a mess. Fat Gum's the best.
Yeah, Fat Gum might be my favorite fat superhero at this point.
I'm pretty sure he just straight up is my favorite fat character of all time, because holy crap.
Yeah.
He like carries around like candy for the kids, and he crushes it in his fist when talking about fighting evil.
When he talks about justice, he gets real mad.
Yeah.
Candy.
Oh, it's so good.
Also, I like that Fat Gum wasn't actually able to take the enemy down.
Yeah.
But he's like, that was rad, you guys. I'm gonna help you guys heal up.
He's like, oh, you guys are effing sick. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then the barrier guy's just like, you're not gonna disobey Overhaul. Big guy just punches him.
Off.
Yeah, he punches him into a wall and is like, you're too weak to use your barriers. You can't stop me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the cool thing. And Twice makes a clone of him, and Night Eye takes him out in 2 moves.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of confused about that for a moment because I was like, wait, wasn't he down in the basement with?
And it's like, oh yeah, the League is here.
Yeah. Also, I love Twice. Twice is fun.
Twice is great.
He's like Deadpool, kinda.
Yeah, he's literally inspired by Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Yeah, he looks it.
Yeah, Twice is a walking Clone Saga reference. Just straight up. And he just does the big, epic Frank Miller, rants in his, apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm the crazy little, weird dynamic he has going on with, Toga right now.
I was watching the Team 4-Star thing where they talk about the latest episodes.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, Twice has a crush on Toga, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of that's, legit, because he's, saying contradictory things, all the time.
Yeah, but even if he is, one of it, he has, a dissociative identity disorder thing going on.
Yeah.
Because of his past trauma or whatever. But one of them definitely seems to like her.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait for, effing, a season or 2 in the future. Where the anime gets to the Sad Man's Parade. I'm not gonna spoil what the heck that is.
I would hope not.
I just want you to know that there's an event called the Sad Man's Parade, and it's kind of amazing.
Yeah. Also, I still don't like Rocklock or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I still don't much care for that character. I don't know. They put him in danger, and it's whatever. Because he's been a total jerk even during the assault on the compound or whatever. And he's only recently gotten a little better.
Yeah, he's kind of trying to make up for it, but it's yeah, I get what they're doing.
Yeah. It's fine. He's seeing that the kids aren't useless or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I got a wife and kid or whatever. And people on Twitter are being stupid about him having a white wife.
Yeah, there's there's 2 stupid things with that, but just idiots are getting upset about it. I'm just gonna call them out straight up. They're idiots.
Go for it, yeah.
And first is he's a mixed race relationship, dude. And it's yeah, of course he's a black guy in Japan. It's fine. That's 100% okay.
Well, it's
not the 1920s. This is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's okay regardless of where you are in the world. What's the problem?
It's okay, guys. I'm sorry there's not enough, black people in Japan to, fit your, weird Nazi, beliefs.
It's 2020, it's okay.
The art is Rocklock's baby is, a racist caricature. What?
That's stupid, but also the fact that the kid doesn't look he doesn't even look mixed, he looks just black.
Yeah, it's just a funny, gag, or it's oh, the kid just looks exactly like him.
Yeah, and it's that's weird.
It's just a funny little thing.
Yeah, it's not a problem, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's not meant to mean anything else but that.
It's like...
Oh crap, I didn't mean... Oh, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. There's also another dumb Twitter controversy I'm seeing.
Oh boy. Well, quote-unquote controversy.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are freaking out about it, but there's some new anime where they're animal people and the dudes are big monsters and the girls are cute girls with animal ears. And people are like, oh, the girls can't be the big monsters, oh, it's sexist and blah blah blah, and it's like...
That's how it always is in anime.
Well, it's like, shut up. Like, the girls aren't big furry monsters. Whatever. If you want that, go watch Beastars. This thing doesn't appeal to you.
Go watch Agretzko.
Yeah, this thing doesn't appeal to you, so go watch the other thing that does, and quit whining about the thing.
Man.
Just let people enjoy things.
Like, that was also a thing like Killing Bites. But Killing Bites is great, and, like, it's not a problem.
Yeah,
Actually, no, Killing Bites does that one character who's, like, a gecko woman, and she just looks like a weird lizard person.
I never watched it, so I wouldn't know. It's just...
Yeah.
I don't know. And then somebody posts a picture where it's like this is good, and it shows like the male and the female lizard person, and they both look like a creepy lizard person.
And it's like, this is good.
Yeah, this is good, and the drawing kind of looks ugly, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is like the guy is a lizard thing, and the girl is just a cute animal girl, and it's like, this is not good. And it's like, and somebody said something about something along the lines of what I'm saying. It's like, whatever, go watch Beastars or whatever. And they said something like, I'm gonna call out blatant sexism when I see it or whatever. It's like, shut up.
No, if these animals don't look like the actual animals, then it's sexist. It's like, alright, sure, whatever, man.
Yeah, I guess we'll just ignore that you drew the male lizard guy as a big hulking buff guy.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Never mind that.
So, like, before I go off talk, I just want to, like, mention real quick, like, yeah, Froze just takes, like, oh yeah, like, Killing Bites is great. It's A+ quality top tier trash. I admit that.
Okay.
Like, that's where I'm coming from. I just want to, like, make sure that's clear.
So people don't think you just have bad taste.
Yeah, so people don't be like, oh hey, it's like this, like, show about this, like, slutty effing, like, honey badger girl just, like, you know, fighting dudes. And it's like, yeah, like, I admit it's trash, I love it.
Yeah, I don't know, that sounds fine to me.
It's like the epic, like, was, like, Team 4-star guys. They had, like, their little series where, like, talk about, they give it, like, the highest score ever. Like, it got more thumbs up than any other series they've ever reviewed. Because there's one week where it's, like, a snake monster. It tries to, like, sexually assault a woman with his twin snake dicks.
Oh my god.
And Ben gives it, like, 2 thumbs up for both snake dicks.
I wish Ben was still with Team 4-star.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, there was some kind of disagreement with how the content should be on the channel, and he left.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know if you you probably know that he was part of their D&D campaign.
Yeah, he was the centaur guy.
Yeah, so
yeah.
They kind of just killed him off.
Oh boy.
They killed off his character.
Well, I guess, like, what else you're really gonna do, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say, spoilers, if you go to catch up with their D&D campaign, don't get too attached to anybody but Wake.
Oh boy.
Because Grant's old character doesn't make it out alive either.
Oh man.
There's like a big, like, everything goes bad and the demons attack the realm or whatever. And
oh,
it's
I
like,
know that feeling.
yeah, and it's like, oh, guess where the horrible portal opened and everything exploded at? It's where they were.
Oh, boy.
And everybody's like, well, maybe they'll be alive. And Zito's like, they're dead.
Yeah.
Zito's the DM, and he's like, they're gone. All of them are dead.
Oh, man. Yeah, maybe it's... No, it's really not.
There's one survivor, and it's Ezra's zombie hand thing. I don't know if you got that far in the story, but he gets like a undead hand or whatever.
I don't think I'm that far.
Ezra gets like an undead hand that can do like an action a day or something.
Is he like the guy who didn't believe in the undead?
No, that's Wake.
Okay, yeah.
Ezra's the... I think he was a half-elf? I think he was a half-elf. He was a showman, like Eloy.
Yeah, I think I remember this a bit.
But yeah, at some point he finds... I forget what they're called. It might just be called a dead man's hand or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a real item in D&D or...
That, it sounds legit enough.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I can do an action a day, and somehow it survived.
Oh, man. See, I guess, like, big, like... If you take anything away from this, it's go watch Beastars, actually.
I guess. I've never seen it.
I've heard really good things about it, and like, I forgot if I mentioned this or whatever, but like, I looked up a video at some point that was just like, oh hey, here's what Beastars is about, and it just spoiled the crap out of it, and I didn't realize it was gonna be a spoiler video. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is why people like this series. Because it just does all this nutty bull crap and just makes it work. Yeah, it's like the one thing I want to get across out Beastars, just without getting anything away. It's kind of insane.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I told you on Discord, I've got 3, 4, 5 shows to catch up on.
Jeez, yeah. Like, I still haven't, like, finished Haikyuu.
I caught up with, I think I told you, I caught up with Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
That new Madoka spin-off show came out.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I have to, like, check that out.
What is today, the 10th?
Yeah.
It comes out on Crunchyroll today.
Okay, neat.
It came out on Funimation last week, so I pirated it.
As you do, I guess.
Yeah. Well, some generous soul just put it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Quality's great so far. It's just been an episode, but it's gorgeous like the original show.
Yeah. I hope they like keep the crazy witch appearance, right?
They do.
Okay, awesome, because that's a really cool aesthetic.
Oh, definitely. You said you've seen Rebellion. I think we talked about it. Rebellion made me realize that something the viewer should be watching out for is weird witch effects. Because that was a huge hint that they were dropping all throughout that movie that I didn't catch until the actual plot twist.
Oh, really? I don't think I actually realized it either.
There's, throughout the movie, despite the fact that they're seemingly not in a witch's labyrinth or anything, and they'll just be sitting around talking to each other, there's weird bullcrap going on in the background.
Oh, wow. Like, I saw some comments, like, about the song they sing or whatever. It's like the, like, weird goofy pumpkin song.
The cake song?
Yeah, the cake song. And it's like every single line of that is like some big foreshadowing to something that's going to happen.
During Homura's transformation scenes, it has witch runes.
Oh my god.
But it's hard to catch them because they flash for like a frame.
Oh, wow.
And, it's always a weird thing with like shows and games and stuff. Like, apparently you can translate Hylian. I don't know how, but you can. You can also translate witch runes.
Yeah.
And people translated them.
Oh wow, what's it say?
I don't remember. It's a bunch of stuff. It's something like we're bored or whatever. I don't know.
Alright, yeah, alright.
You would have to just... You can go into the comments of the... if you look up Madoka Magica Rebellion transformation scene.
I'll have to look into that.
If you go into the comments, somebody has the stuff that the runes say.
Of course someone got it.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's like the near language Angelic is like a translation.
Yeah.
It's like when you fire off like, you know, the like lasers and stuff, it like shoots the particles out and stuff, you know?
It has Angelic.
Yeah. And it's like you see it on like the shades and stuff, and like, yeah, that's specifically for like the shades. Like if you look at like the Angelic that like comes off of their bodies and stuff, it translates into like A, T, C, and G.
Oh, yeah,
and it's like genetic sequencing.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like fake languages actually having translations has always been a cool thing in my mind.
Yeah.
It started... I first discovered I liked it with Albed in Final Fantasy X, where all they did was switched around what letter means what.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty cool. Because they made a fake language out of just swapping around letters.
Yeah. Not quite how it works in real life, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
You know what's cool in like Ni no Kuni? Because like, yeah, they have like the whole alphabet just in the Wizard's Companion.
Oh yeah.
And you just look up at like any moment. And sometimes you have to look it up.
Not really. I thought you did at one point. I told you about this when you... so this is a game we weren't able to stream because it was on PS3.
Well, there's one side quest where you need it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like you have to like translate the like page where it's like the wizard is on, you know? It's like the drawing of a wizard.
Oh, yeah.
And like they mention it's like, oh yeah, be careful because like, you know, if there's like stuff that's not the right word, then it's probably just something some student scribbled in there. And if you translate it, it's like, you know, the like thing coming out of his mouth just says like smelly. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like, you know, some like wizard apprentice just like scribbled that in. That's really neat. And, like the actual thing is like just hidden in the design like on his like scarf. And it's like super hard to find.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of is a main story quest where Drippy takes you to some kind of monument or whatever that has some important phrase or prophecy or some crap. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's all written in like the wizard language or whatever. And so when I got to that part in my own playthrough, I opened up the Wizard's Companion. I got a piece of paper and a pencil. And I opened,
heck yeah.
And I opened. I think I drew the symbols on the piece of paper so that I could just look at the book and translate it.
Yeah.
And I translated it and wrote it all out myself. And I was like, all right, I know what it says. And then I clicked to advance the text, and Drippy read it for me.
Yeah. I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I did all of that for nothing. Thanks, Drippy.
Yeah, thanks, Drippy. Actually, thanks, Drippy. You have sucked to have had to have like searched that all up.
Yeah, I guess it would suck to have to go through all that. I mean, I guess I would know.
Yeah. So have we like come to like a natural conclusion point? I guess.
I guess. Went from anime to fake languages to Twitter outrages.
The Sad Man's Parade.
So yeah, that's a good podcast length discussion.
Yeah, sure.